And we would now like to invite our beloved Guruji, who is like a father, mentor, guide, teacher, friend, brother, what all. So, thank you, Guruji.
My dearest brothers and sisters of the world, senior citizens, my younger children, and my grandchildren. I welcome all of you to my family get-together today. It's been a great journey of life, and I have this greatest family of lovely people everywhere. We have created, I'm saying we have created because we invited people to come together who say, I truly love people. Love is genuine, everybody. So the one thing I want you to know is, I'm not here to talk about philosophy. I'm not here to talk about religion. I'm not here to advise you about anything. Hello? Please sit down. You still have time. Your acting will begin, your dramas will begin in another little while. Until we let you go, you can't start. The judges are here. You know, please know who your judges are and everything, and then go and do your work. We have put together people and created this society called Society for Establishing the World as a Family, the Vishwa as a family. So this society, one of the main characters or one of the main themes of this thing is to bring out their niceness. Every child, that means every one of you, when you were a child, you loved everyone. You never knew the difference between a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, an African, an American, a Russian. You didn't make a difference between white people, black people, yellow people, nothing. You never thought this man is rich or that man is poor. You never knew any of these differences when you were a child. You mean everybody. All that you knew was when loving poor people came, you got together and played. It was such a wonderful game and for such a wonderful life when all of you are very, very, very little children. When you're 3 years, 4 years, 5 years old. Slowly, life changed. Slowly you began to think, I'm a rich person, that person is poor, I'm this, I'm an Indian, that person is a Pakistani, I'm white, I'm blue, I'm something or the other. I am a very learned person, I'm a PhD, I'm a doctor, this person is a watchman, this person is a peon, this person is a waiter. We made differences in the world between our own brothers and sisters. And the life became so different, so lonely. Now doctors cannot get along with other people. They have to meet other doctors. Engineers have to meet other engineers. The poor people have to stay in poor. Everybody has to, the watchman cannot come and sit with somebody else and say, I'm also part of the family. Everybody is neen bere, nan bere, neen mele, nan kelgade. Something goes on. The world is being killed. So the SEVAK family is a family which reaches into the heart. I'm a heart surgeon. I do a heart operation for opening the heart, for loving all the people. That's what the Christ mentioned. That's why you find the picture of Christ with a bleeding heart. Because love is lost. So why not put that heart together? Why not put that loving heart together and build a home? And I've been doing it for the past 40 years. 50 years ago, I was an engineer. I used to work on, setting up Vikrant Tire Factory, and working there, and a submarine repair base in Visakhapatnam. We are doing dry docking of ships and submarines. Fantastic. Then in 1978, 79, started doing the linking of the rivers of India. And finally, from 1980 onwards, I decided, I met a lovely lady like this lady. I met another lovely lady called Mother Teresa, and decided to work for the world. And anyway, my life for the past 40, 50 years from 1980 onwards has been the most incredible journey. I'm happy within myself. I ask each one of you to be happy within yourself. And that is something which the soul will enjoy and be. I am not after money, I'm not after position, I'm not after prestige, I'm not after anything that the world is running after. I'm devoid of all that. So I found my fantastic freedom. So I'm requesting each of you, I'm not saying give up, but then find your freedom. Find your freedom and love each other, care for each other. It's okay to learn many things. It's okay for you to become a Prime Minister of India, like Modi, for example. Very nice. I'm not talking about BJP, I'm not talking about Congress, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about a person who can care for people. He is running around the world to put the world together. I feel he's doing my work. Very nice. Because when he became a Prime Minister, he said, I'm the first SEVAK. I wanted to call him and say, no, you're not the first SEVAK. We are the first SEVAKs. You came much later. But anyway, he loves to do that thing, and I'm glad that there are people around the world who are doing it. You and me can join together. We do not have to become prime ministers. We can work as servants somewhere, but we can make a difference. And that's what we're doing now. We're seeing how at any time, at any place, we're doing it. Again, I want to say a last word. When a child is born, again, like I said, from the point of view of truth realized and used, I'm not talking religion, I'm not talking politics, I'm not talking anything else but truth. And I want you to realize that that's the truth. And I want you to use that thing. When a child is born, he's not a Hindu, he's not a Muslim, he's not a Christian, he's not an Indian, he's not a Pakistani, he's nobody. He's got no information of the world. The child just comes into the world, there's somebody called father or mother who takes the baby and puts them together. You're my child. That first warmth, that first act of togetherness. And they hold the hand together. And existence, or God that you call, existence, is so fantastic, so fantastic. Now this child is born in the mother's womb. See, again, none of these things are simply my idea. That's the truth. The child is born in the mother's womb, and the mother has carried that baby for 9 months. Anyway, she's brought a new life to the earth. People make machinery, Mercedes-Benz and so many cars, so many robots, so many things. But there's nothing as incredible as a human being. Fantastic. Nobody else can do that except maybe God or existence. That's why they say Allahu Akbar. That means God is great. That means the Creator is fantastic to create such wonderful beings. Nobody can do this. Any animal, any tree. When you go around to see the miracle of life, you'll say, wow, fantastic. I say, look at this tree. Look at this coconut tree. Look at this mango tree. Look at this child. Everything is so wonderful. The mountains. No two mountains are similar. No two blades of grass are similar. No two human beings are similar. Fantastic for years to year. You take one picture anywhere. You say, yeah, this is Abraham Lincoln. This is Mark Twain. All in history, there's nobody else who looks like Mark Twain. There's nobody who looks like Abraham Lincoln. There's nobody who looks like your father. There's nobody or your mother. There's nobody who looks like you. Can you imagine manufacturing millions of people and no two people similar? Can you imagine manufacturing millions of trees and millions of leaves and no two leaves together? All these dissimilar things joined together to form a world. Fantastic. Fantastic. Realize that you're in a miraculous world. And we have to appreciate this world that existence has given us, or God has given us. And once you do that thing, it's such a joy. And we are here as a SEVAK team to tell people that this world is so beautiful, people are wonderful, everything is wonderful. Why do you want to find differences and hate each other or destroy each other? We have to learn how to love each other, care for each other. There's a snake which is fantastic, there's an elephant which is fantastic, there's a tiger which is fantastic, there's a peacock which is fantastic. You don't have to hug them all in the same way. They're all fantastic in their own way. It's like a rose and an aster and a chrysanthemum and any flower. Each one is beautiful in its own way. They don't have to be the same. Nothing will be the same. But all of them together form this wonderful glory of life. So let's be part of this life. And that's why we now for 28 years, we have taken different themes to tell people how we are together. This year, we have taken the theme of ancient people. Like I said just now, when a baby is born, clean board. Then the father, mother, teachers, everybody will put information. So the teacher will make a engineer, a doctor, and all. So finally, you get all information here. No engineer. ನೀವು IT engineer, ನೀವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರಾ, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು? ನಾನಾ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು. ಹೌದಾ? ನೀವು? ನಾನು ಅಲೋಪತಿಕ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು? ಅವರು ಹೋಮಿಯೋಪತಿ. ಹೋಮಿಯೋಪತಿನಾ? ಆಯುರ್ವೇದನಾ? ಉನಾನಿನಾ? ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಏನೇನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ? After all that they did was went to a college and put something in their brain and became that. Anybody could have done it. Anybody could have put some information in their head and become anything. Why do you want to yell about something that you put into your brain? So that's the way life is. So we thought, let's put this idea that all parents and grandparents and all, they call their children and say, nobody, whether he is a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Jain, people who believed in God or didn't believe in God, everybody said, come, let's live together. Teach your, like in Islam, how they say, teach your people brotherhood. They hug each other 3 times. The heart and heart touch together. And that's how they become sealed as brothers. The Christ said about love. The Buddha talked about this. Everybody has said that. So why not do that thing again? That's all. Once you realize that that's the truth, why don't you use it in the world? Why don't you use the message of your any master in the world and make it a fantastic world? So that's why today we put together this 28th thing of bringing those old, ancient, your family, other family, that knowledge to yourself and sing, or maybe have a drama, or maybe, tell a story and put together.